Hello everyone and welcome back to DCM, Doritos Connections, and Mountain Dew, your favorite local video game talk show. I am your host, Howard Miller.
I'm your co-host, David Scrivani.
And we are going to do our Summer Games Fest coverage because they canceled E3, but everyone did everything regardless because I guess no one cared about E3, which shows how important E3 is.
Yeah, they took that meme from Futurama with Bender going like, oh, we're gonna make our own whatever it was with blackjack and hookers. That's what basically every developer did.
Yeah, so we got a few ones. We're gonna do Microsoft and Bethesda's presentation, the Capcom Showcase, and the Summer Games Fest Kickoff. We'll start with the most recent one, which is Microsoft and Bethesda Showcase.
Yay!
All right, Dave. This is a highly anticipated one, and by highly anticipated, I mean it was a thing that happened.
Okay.
First off, Microsoft Bethesda showed off Redfall.
What's a Redfall?
Redfall is by, oh my God, Arcane Studios is developing it. It's a Left 4 Dead clone, but instead of zombies, it is vampires.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't care.
I didn't watch. Full disclosure, I didn't watch most of these presentations. I just heard about them on Twitter, like, after the fact.
Same! I only watched the Microsoft and Bethesda one. All right, we also got a Hollow Knight Silksong gameplay. It actually exists.
I know.
It only took, the whole entirety of what, 3 years?
Something like that, maybe longer.
Really, really long. There's also a new FPS called High on Life, made by the people who made Rick and Morty, which actually is the same premise as Oddworld, which I get, because the gimmick is that you're a human, and they eat humans, and there's a living gun, and you have a living gun.
Yes.
So did you see the trailer?
I saw screenshots.
Okay, so the gun is alive, and you collect the guns, and essentially the humans are food, you're a human, you gotta free the humans. Kind of like how in Oddworld, where the Mudokons are eaten by an evil corporation.
Right.
It's kind of like that, but it's more like Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. The cowboy one where you're rootin' tootin' shooting as a bounty hunter.
I gotcha.
It's a lot like that, which that game looked kind of good. Apparently, there's a lot of famous internet celebrities doing voice acting. All right. We'll just have to wait for it to come out. But I heard a couple big ones. We also have Riot Games being added to the Xbox PC Game Pass because we look like people who enjoy League of Legends. So we obviously care about this announcement.
Yeah, can't wait.
Moving on, gameplay of A Plague's Tale Requiem, a game which I'm pretty sure has been at E3 for the past 3 years.
I think so, yeah.
And I still forget every time that it exists.
But hey, it'll maybe be good. I haven't played the first one, but I know people who they really, really like the first one.
So that looks good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll actually play the first one.
So also, as a note, I think around this point they basically said, oh yeah, almost every game we're showing is coming out within the next year.
And that made fans of Hollow Knight very happy.
Yeah, even though that's one of the only games that did not have a release date attached to it, unlike most of the things.
But hey,
there's a chance.
Well, here's the thing. I saw an interaction on Twitter between some rando and the Xbox account, and they were like, and because they posted like, oh, these are all, everything you saw today was going to be out in the next year, and someone was like, even Silksong, and they're like, we said what we said.
Oh, we're getting Silksong soon then. Wonderful. And then of course we have, this is what I like to call the obligatory stuff that no one cares about. Why would you show it at a showcase, but you did it anyway, Microsoft? The new Forza Motorsports game got announced. I don't care. They're rebooting it. It's the 8th game. They're rebooting it probably because you can't buy any of them. All 7 of them have been delisted. And it's just regular racing. So all they showed was graphics.
Cool.
Yeah. But don't worry, for Forza Horizon 5, they announced the first DLC, which is Hot Wheels.
That's pretty rad.
Where you get like the plastic tracks, and they're working, and they're doing, and it looks way better than because they did it for Forza Horizon 3. and it was just like a bunch of islands in Australia. But this time they're having like ice biomes, lava biomes, still with the plastic tracks.
That's very in line with Hot Wheels, I feel.
I know, like a lot of actiony sets. So that's hype. That's hype. That's great. Because remember, Forza Horizon is better than Motorsport because Motorsport is lame. We also have a title update for Microsoft Flight Simulator where they're adding a bunch of planes and weird ones for their 40th anniversary, and they're also adding a Halo vehicle.
I saw that. Now that's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's neat. Next one.
Yeah, moving on.
Oh boy, this is the fun one. Overwatch 2 PvP will be announced that it's going to be free. Also, they announced the Junker Queen.
Huh?
Yeah. So they announced the Junker Queen. You know what? Here, I'll put the trailer on screen for this. They announced a new character, the Junker Queen, which is probably like the 7th woman in a row.
All right, so
exactly the same.
I have to ask
Okay.
because I haven't been keeping up. With a new Overwatch announcement. In the past, a new Overwatch announcement has always come with something shady that Blizzard has been doing. Any news on that front? Any new controversy?
I mean, there's Diablo Immortal.
Is that the mobile game one?
Yeah, the mobile game where people are spending thousands of dollars and never getting any like the rarest drops. And by I mean someone spent like $4,000 and got like no 5-star gear.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right, that's not as bad as the last couple of Overwatch announcements
I
have
think
been.
this is just because Microsoft's buying Blizzard, so they have to show off all the Blizzard stuff for good
all right,
faith.
All right, so
So
want to believe Blizzard
Junker Queen. So we know Junkrat and the Fat Guy. Those are pretty two honestly, probably artistically the two most creative designs in base
I would
Overwatch
say so.
because they're not just Pixar-looking generic male/female.
Mm-hmm.
But I would. So this is a lot like when Ash came out. I just hear rumors like, hey, they're adding a cowboy lady. I'm like, oh, dude, cowboy lady? Sick. And then when I look, it's like this most generic Pixar-looking character, but she has white hair, but it's just a cowboy. So I'm like, oh, okay. Junker Queen. What are they going to do? It's just a regular Australian woman with the mohawk.
That looks like a Borderlands character.
Yep, with the Pixar face on
Yeah.
it. Not that interesting. Don't care.
All right, cool.
No one should care.
Good job, Blizzard.
You made the same character for a 50th time. I hate it. Its art style's crap. Also, there's a game called Ava History Untold. It's like a history sim. I think it's like Civ.
Never heard of it.
Yep. A new expansion for Fallout 76. They're bringing back the pit from Fallout 3. Because Microsoft just wants to keep us engaged with Fallout 76, your favorite game.
I mean, from what I've heard, it's actually good now.
Yeah, it's good
I don't
now.
care enough to play it, but I know people at this point like the game quite a bit. But again, I couldn't care less.
If you remember Ark Survival, the dinosaur sim, they're making a sequel.
I saw with Vin Diesel himself.
Exactly. So they released another trailer for that because I think they already released the trailer for that.
Yeah, like 2 years ago now, I think.
Yeah, new trailer for that, and that's got an official release date for 2023.
Okay.
We
that
finally
I might
got.
actually play.
It's fun.
I've never played Ark.
I played the first one for like a little bit. It's fun.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
It's like
it looks fun. I
Yeah.
mean, you get to ride and tame dinosaurs. What more? I don't want anything else from a game. That's all I want, is to ride and tame dinosaurs.
That's why he's played a lot of Jurassic World Evolution.
I haven't, unfortunately. But
All right.
I've played like maybe 10 hours, maybe. That's being generous.
Scorn finally has gameplay.
Ooh,
and
baby.
My God, does that look like an H.R. Geiger fan fiction?
Oh, it does.
And I am incredibly hyped for that.
Me too. And the fact that they got Doug Bradley to do the narration for the trailer. Ooh, very nice.
Very good.
nice.
You know, it's almost worth the, 4 years since it's been announced or something long?
I think it's been longer than 4 years.
Oh.
I want to say we may have still been in high school when it was first announced.
that don't look like a game that should have been made since we were in high school days.
But I feel like it's been in development for a long time. And,
Oh my gosh.
It was like only like 4 years ago when we first got like our first big update on the game since it was announced. I think I could be wrong.
Because I remember I always see it's like Microsoft exclusives coming out soon, blah, Avow, whatever, and then Scorn, and I'm like, what are these games? There's not even proof that they exist, like Fable.
Yeah. But hey, we have proof that Scorn exists, and I'm very excited because I've been looking forward to that for a while.
Yeah, it's coming out on October 22nd, just in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
Just in time.
And I like the fact that the trailer mentions that it's, even though they're shooting in it, it's not a shooter.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to some weird, gross puzzles.
Yeah. It's just Silent Hill with guns.
Yeah.
All right, then we have Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. I already forgot what that trailer is, but for those
Sounds vaguely piratey.
Hold on. Now I feel like a jerk because I forgot. Flintlock, I already forgot the title. The Siege of Dawn. Okay, hold on. Stay with me, people. Stay with me.
Is it vaguely piratey?
I think it's like post-apocalyptic.
Oh. Flintlock, really? Okay, that's just a picture of a flintlock.
Come on, give me gameplay. Yeah.
That's
it's
not
like
piratey. That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's like it's like post-apocalyptic, and you get a little animal friend. It's like more piratey. It is piratey, but it's like
it's not as piratey as it could be.
Post-apocalyptic piratey. If that makes sense.
That sounds good, but it doesn't look as good as that
sound.
That sound implies. Yeah. No.
We also get, of course, a new Minecraft game, Minecraft Legends, which is going to be an action real-time strategy game. I would imagine, because Halo has Halo Wars, Gears has their own Halo Wars with Gears Tactics. Mm-hmm. Now Microsoft is doing their own Halo Wars with Minecraft. Because that is the obvious order of operations.
Yeah, honestly.
Halo, Gears, Minecraft. That means the next RTS is Forza. The next one is then they're making Brutal Legends 2.
Oh, finally.
That's the order. That I swear. We also have Lightyear Frontier, which is like a space survival game where you're in a mech and you build things. Because that's an original
I do like
premise.
mechs and I do like building things.
That's true. Space Minecraft coming soon. We also have Gunfire Reborn, which is a roguelike hack and slash games of cute chibi animals fighting each other to the death.
I like that.
That's also a good one.
I like that quite a bit.
We all have, this one was actually interesting. I don't know if you saw it. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Did you see this?
I did not.
It is what looks to be a 2D side-scroller, kind of like Limbo, but it's like a murder mystery noir. So it's like a detective goes into a haunted house and it's like possessed by a demon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
That one looks really good. I like that. That one looked really interesting. And honestly, at this point, I realized a lot of brand new IPs are announced so far. Nothing that wows me, but a lot of brand new IPs nonetheless. We also have As Dusk Falls, which is, they were hyping it, they were trying their best to hype it up. It's a visual novel that has actors with their painted faces on it and more motion. That apparently went to Tribeca Film Festival.
Okay.
Because visual novels, we look like the kind of guys where visual novels are our favorite genre of games.
Okay, well, you know what this means now.
But
we don't have to use our film degrees. We can just make a visual novel and get into film festivals.
Oh my gosh. We can be just like David Cage, fake it till we make it.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
It's unlocked this whole new world for us. Even though game development is probably much harder than making a film.
Shh. No one knows that. No one knows that. No one knows. All right, we also have Pentiment, which is an Obsidian game, which is a 2D puzzle side-scrolling narrative about like ye old feudal times.
Okay.
And it's like it has a cute art style that tries to make it look like Gregorian paintings.
Nice.
So that's a thing. Grounded. If you remember that game, the Honey I Shrunk the Kids game.
I do remember that game.
getting fully released this September.
Hey, nice.
Coming out of beta now. It's gonna have a fully fleshed out campaign now.
Oh, very nice. Because I haven't played it yet, but I really want to do it. It looks really fun.
Oh yeah, no, it looks great. And now with your big old gaming PC, you can play
this
it.
just in. I'm a real gamer now. I have a PC and it actually works.
And now he magically is starting to hate women more and more. So I'm getting a little concerned, but he'll be fine in the end.
And you know what? The most important thing, I can actually play Quake.
Yeah, he can finally play Quake.
I can play a game that's almost 30 years old.
Instead of spending the $5 to get Quake on his PlayStation 5.
Why spend $5 to play Quake when I can spend $1,400 to play Quake? Modern problems require modern solutions.
You're not wrong. In fact, where's your business degree? That was too smart. All right. We also have Ereban Shadow Legacy, which is a cel-shaded stealth game in which you can warp into shadows to kill dudes.
All right, sounds cool.
Yeah. We have Diablo 4 getting its final trailer for its final class, along with a release date, with the Necromancer class, along with showing off stuff about Diablo 4. Whoa. Sea of Thieves is getting an update for Season 7, which is going to focus on having your own captain's room inside your ship.
That's their biggest draw for this season?
Yeah.
That's kind of lame.
It's not Captain Jack Sparrow this time.
That's kind of lame, not going to lie.
Yeah, but it did have a really cute video where they're all singing a sea shanty about the update.
Very nice.
So, you know, that was the saving grace.
That's another game that I haven't played, but
Now
I like
you
quite
can.
a bit. Yeah, now I can.
Now you can.
Hey, say in the comments if you want to join my pirate crew.
I want to join the pirate crew.
The DCM pirate crew.
DCM pirate crew!
DCM pirate crew! Let's do it!
We have Ravenlock, which is going to be a pixel 3D roguelike about, you know, some girl finding a painting in a newly moved house and she gets warped in Alice in Wonderland style.
Okay.
That's thing. We have Cocoon, a 3D puzzle game by the people who made Limbo and Inside, about a little robot who does things.
Okay.
Here's the big one. The big one people like. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royale are all coming to PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Xbox Game Pass. Big news.
Very nice.
Persona,
I still probably won't play them.
Persona fans can finally play Persona.
Yeah.
Without having to spend $30,000 to buy a PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 4 Golden, get a PSP, get Persona 3 Portable, all that jazz. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Now the salty news. Kojima came in, announced he was making a game he always wanted to make, left. People are mad about this.
Yeah.
He betrayed the PlayStation fan base.
But then he said, "No, we're still cool. We're PlayStation. I'll still make games for you guys. So it's okay."
Well, don't you? Well, yeah. So I guess you didn't sign the petition asking for Kojima to stop making video games for Xbox.
No.
They betrayed the gamer race.
I don't care.
The gamer race, Dave. He's betraying.
I am the gamer race.
Yeah, but Kojima, he's betraying the gamer race.
Kojima would never betray me.
You know, maybe he just didn't like the fact that they called the port of Death Stranding for PS5 the director's cut.
Oh, he really didn't like that.
And he was not a fan. He went, you know what? I'm going to Microsoft. I'm gonna make the new Halo, and no one's gonna stop me, because I'm Kojima.
Honestly, if Kojima were to make Halo 6, that would probably be like the best Halo since 3.
Imagine
Reach. I guess.
Imagine Kojima just went, no, even better. Imagine if Kojima went to Microsoft and he goes, I want to make a video game. It's like, sure, what do you want to make? I want to use one of your IPs. And Microsoft's like, oh, okay. Which ones? You want Halo? No. Gears of War? No. Minecraft.
That would be. We're not even talking about game of the year at this point. We're just talking game of the century. There will never be a game topped by Hideo Kojima's Minecraft.
Or what else really good could it be?
Hideo Kojima's Brutal Legend.
What's another Double Fine one? Hideo Kojima's Costume Quest.
Oh my God.
Hideo Kojima's Day of the Tentacle.
Hideo Kojima's Killer Instinct.
Hideo Kojima's Forza Motorsport.
This is just all right. This is just the episode now, guys. Sorry.
Sorry, we're just thinking of what could be objective. Imagine Hideo
Kojima's Elder Scrolls.
Imagine it fully loops around. Hideo Kojima wants to keep working with Microsoft. Microsoft goes, okay, just buys all of Konami. They give him back Metal Gear.
That would be incredible.
He goes,
they could do it too.
Yeah, they have enough money. Well, I mean, Konami's been trying to sell themselves, but they're valuing themselves way too much, so nothing's going through.
Well, so they'll eventually realize that and start to lowball it, and then our prediction will come true. Microsoft will buy Konami, and Hideo Kojima can start making Metal Gear games again.
Unless that one weird Chinese company just keeps buying out game studios. I keep forgetting the name of it. It's not Embracer Group. That one's Swedish.
I don't know.
I forget. Tencent,
right.
They're the ones that keep buying just every studio for suspiciously no reason. Meanwhile, getting all that money from, I think, what was it, Genshin Impact or whatever they made.
Maybe, I don't know.
Whatever, that game's crap. And finally, of course, the thing we've all been waiting to see, Starfield. It looks like a game made by Todd Howard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. You can show me as many spaceships as you want.
Looks like
I don't care.
More expensive No Man's Sky.
It looks like Skyrim and No Man's Skies. Yeah. And I don't like Skyrim, and I never touched No Man's Skies. But I'm pretty sure adding Skyrim to it is not going to make it any better.
I like Skyrim. I haven't played it since it came out, but I like it. That's all I have to say
They made sure to show us 10 minutes of Starfield. Putting gameplay and showing us that there's 1,000 planets for you to explore.
There's a little phrase that some people might not know. Kind of a niche phrase. It's called quantity over quality. That certainly seems to be the case here.
Oh yeah.
I guess we'll find out next year.
Yep. When the game comes out and it's completely broken.
Yeah.
Because listen. Skyrim on launch, broken. Fallout 4 on launch, broken. This is going to be bigger than both those games. Mm-hmm. This is going to be awful.
But you know what the nice thing is? It's going to be Game Pass day one, so we won't even have to pay to play it.
Oh my God.
So it won't be our problem!
So tune into our Starfield review where we just bully it for, an hour.
I mean, you guys know we like to bully people.
Yeah, and also
that's nothing new.
We haven't had a bad review yet. All of our reviews have been positive. Very positive.
Well, yeah, mostly.
Yeah, well, video game wise.
Video game, yeah.
Yeah, all of our reviews have been positive. Movies,
well, we only did 2 movies, and one of them was not positive.
Yeah, one of them.
So that was a 50-50 split.
Well, but yeah, didn't we give it a 5 out of 10? We really shouldn't have given it a 5 out of 10.
Did we? I don't remember.
It was like 5 out of 10. Or like a 4 out of 10.
That sounds about right.
Okay. And that was the Microsoft Bethesda Showcase. Oh my God, it was so boring. I couldn't.
There's nothing there that I mean, I guess Starfield was the one that they had to wow people, but like I don't know.
All right.
Sure, whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, like.
No new announcement. No announcement for Wolfenstein 3.
No, none of the rumored Banjo game.
No.
None of the GoldenEye 64 port, which we know for a fact is a thing because the achievements keep popping up and they literally edited an achievement name. So like we know it's real.
There was nothing like super interesting, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the new IPs. None of them looked like
game changers.
Yeah,
basically.
Not game changers or things that piqued my interest.
Yeah.
So I would say highlights for me are Hollow Knight Silk Song, High on Life, the Rick and Morty game, Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC, the Persona games being ported, Scorn, and the last case of Benedict Fox.
So I seem to recall last time we covered multiple presentations. We rated them.
Oh, letter grade.
Yeah.
D.
D?
D.
Yeah.
D.
Maybe D plus if we're going minus and plus.
I'm just like, it's serviceable, but it was really not interesting.
Yeah.
Like, what's the best way to put this? What is the best way to put this?
It was boring.
No. It was boring, but if it was boring and it had decent games, I'd at least give it a C.
Okay.
It was more like
there just wasn't enough there.
there wasn't enough there. There wasn't bite. There
Yeah.
wasn't bite. It essentially just looked like a Steam wish list.
Yeah,
essentially.
you know when you're eating a sandwich, you take a bite and the first bite you get is just bread. That's kind of what it was.
Yes.
You didn't get any of the meat.
You didn't get any of the meat. That's actually the perfect analogy. All right, so yeah, I'm thinking D on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
And of course, we also have the Capcom Showcase. This is where we're shoving in some of the stuff that was announced on the Sony State of Play because that was old news and no one cares. So we're going to talk about the Capcom Showcase and all the things they showed off. Easy first thing out of the way, Monster Hunter Rise getting an expansion, Monster Hunter Sunbreak, and they're going to add a bunch of new monsters, and there's going to be a demo for it. And there's going to be title updates for the expansion, which I think is a nice touch. All updating an expansion you pay for with new content.
Very
Wonderful
nice.
news. There's also a mech suit multiplayer game called Exo Primal.
Is that the one where you fight dinosaurs?
Yes, that is the one where you fight
Listen,
dinosaurs.
We talked about this already when we talked about Ark. I like dinosaurs. That's it.
That's
You
it.
put dinosaurs in a game, chances are I'm gonna play it. all right?
Also, it's not Dino Crisis,
I know.
at all.
I know.
so we'll deal with it. Also, we get to talk about this Street Fighter 6. They didn't announce at the showcase. They did at the State of Play. But we can talk about Street Fighter 6 now. And they announced 4 characters for it, that being Chun-Li, Ryu, Jamie, and Luke. Jamie and Luke are new characters. Well, Luke actually isn't a new character. He was the last DLC character for Street Fighter 5.
Okay.
Because he was the teaser for Street Fighter 6. And this game has been in development since 2018.
Wow.
And they're going to have 3 modes. There's like tournament, multiplayer, all that. There's also going to be an open world RPG where you're going to run around as like Luke and gain XP and shit and do fighting stuff. Just stuff like that. So huge thing. Also the game visually, wonderful. Wonderful.
Looks gorgeous.
The amount of the graffiti while fighting is great on its own, but and I showed Dave this, the amount of stupid details they add to this game are unreal. When you pick 2 characters, they leave the garage they're in and do an MMA style intro, which my little brother showed me. It's not mirrored. The animation isn't mirrored. So if you're the left side, like the first player 1, or if you're player 2, they do 2 different animations.
Very nice.
Along with that, there's also character-specific taunts. They showed this with Luke. If Luke fights Jamie, he does a standard taunt. But if he fights Ryu, he has a special taunt where he just does a mocking.
That's pretty good.
So there's
I'm
a lot of
big fan
detail.
of
And they also announced Guile at Summer Games Fest. So 5 characters now announced total. Someone leaked the entire roster, so we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But the roster looks good. I'm hyped for this game because I haven't really gotten into a Street Fighter since Third Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it looks cool. Do we want to talk about Ken?
All right, we'll only talk about this because this is talked everywhere. So in the leak, Ken, okay, so in Street Fighter 5, he's kind of going through a midlife crisis, and a lot of characters point this out. In Street Fighter 6, the kids left Ken. The wife took the kids. He apparently got so obsessed with Ryu, and Ryu canonically went to the mountains and became a Buddhist monk or whatever. And Ken's like, I'm gonna get as strong as Ryu one day. So he's now a bum, essentially. This is a very specific storyline that I don't know why they're going with.
Neither do I, but you know what? It's entertaining for sure.
The she took the kids Ryu is now the funniest thing ever. And I've been seeing memes of like Terry from Final Fight in Guru Mark of the Wolf. because the main character's name is Rock Howard.
Yeah.
That's an adopted son. Like Terry, I think he kind of retired so that he could raise an adopted son, and they have like a nice relationship with each other. So it's just him saying, "Don't worry, buddy." Like him patting Ken on the back, like you just make it. Go back to the wife and kids. Everything will go well. Just make it up. Like trying to be supportive.
Poor Ken. Jeez.
Rip Ken.
Yeah, honestly.
Rip Ken. And it hurts considering that he was ugly in Street Fighter V. His model was disgusting. Oh, we can also bring up the controversy about Cammy. Should we talk about the controversy about Cammy?
People are just stupid.
Yeah. So she wears.
I don't want to say this is gonna be on TV.
Yeah. Okay. So Cammy wears like a leotard where you can see your butt.
Yeah.
And they put yoga pants on her for her redesign. You can still wear the old outfit in the game, by the way. Most of the old outfits are still in the game.
To put it PG.
Gamers freaked out.
People are upset that she's not sexy anymore. To make that as PG as possible.
Yes, and these people are stupid, and they're dumb, and they're idiots.
Yeah.
And they should shut up. If everyone says Cammy's not hot enough, shut up. Stupid. It's a pixel. Go away.
It's a single pixel.
It's a single pixel. Go away. Go away. Stupid. All right, next we got, this is the big one. 10-year anniversary of the video game Dragon's Dogma, and they're going to release an anniversary video about it sometime soon.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Village is getting DLC. They announced it like a year ago. They're finally announcing it. And
No. They announced it, Euro. They didn't announce anything. They just said, "Yeah, we're doing DLC, I guess," and that was it.
So now I think this is called the Winters Collection as part of Resident Evil Village Gold. First, they're adding more missions to Mercenary Mode, along with 3 new playable characters, which is Chris Redfield, Heisenberg, and Lady Dimitrescu.
Oh, I didn't see that you could play as Heisenberg.
Yes, you can play as Heisenberg.
Very nice.
Yes, so you can play as all 3 of them in Mercenaries Mode. It's going to be phenomenal. They're adding a third-person mode with unique animations, so Resident Evil Village will play like Resident Evil 4.
That's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and touching they had to change some of the animations so that it looks better in the 3D mode.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I haven't touched Resident Evil Village since I beat it, but the third-person mode might be the reason I go back to it because I really want to see how that's going to work.
Along with that, there's going to be a DLC featuring Rose as an adult, which is going to be in third person. There's no third person for it, but yeah. So it's going to be one big thing. It's going to come out in October 28th.
Also, just in time for Halloween.
Yeah, we're stockpiling for Halloween.
It's going to be a spooky time.
Spooky time. So that is great. And the most important news, Reverse is getting released on the same day.
Oh boy, everyone's favorite.
I still don't remember what that game's supposed to be, but I own it.
Neither do I.
Oh, you own it too, because you own Village.
Yeah. Because they had to package the game with a game because they knew no one was going to buy it by itself.
Okay. Also, Resident Evil 7, 2, and 3 have received next-gen patches, which are available now. And it should be at the low cost of free.
We love that.
Yeah, I don't want to spend $60 for a next-gen version of games.
But we're not done with Resident Evil stuff, are we?
All right, they announced Resident Evil 4 Remake.
And it's been a bit of a point of contention on the internet.
It's been a bit of a contention because you see, here's the thing, right? I get Resident Evil 2 and 3 because they don't have the code to port it, so they can't really work the ground up. So they made it, so they reworked it. It's something completely different, right? It's a third-person, over-the-shoulder action shooter, just like Resident Evil 4. Issue: now they've caught up to Resident Evil 4,
which has already been ported
10 billion times. You can play Resident Evil 4 right now on every console known to man. Google Stadia, Mac, the Nokia phone, everything. Okay?
Even VR, and apparently the VR version is incredible from what I've heard.
I've heard that it slaps. Now,
I've heard it's like one of the like probably one of the best VR experiences you can have.
Yeah. So the issue here is
Why?
why are we now? If this was just you made Resident Evil 4 look pretty, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm generally okay with it. Okay. I would prefer like the Halo Master Chief Collection way of things where, you know, it's the new pretty one in Halo 2 and you hit the button and it goes back to the old graphics. If it was something like that, c'est la vie, I'm done. I'll buy it again. I don't care. You're not going to stop me. I'll buy Resident Evil 4 for the 4th time. So now we've hit, but apparently it's a darker reimagining of the game.
Which, full disclosure, I have never played Resident Evil 4.
Yes.
But I know of its reputation in the gaming verse. It bases to compare it, you know, the first 3 games are more Evil Dead. Resident Evil 4 is more Evil Dead 2.
Yes.
But
tone-wise.
But this, at least from the trailer. At least from the announcement trailer, this looks to be more along the lines of Evil Dead, so the last 2 remakes. And I can't help but feel that they're just kind of taking all the things people liked about the original and just like, all right, you had enough fun with that. No more. Sorry.
Yeah, and along with that, I would just like to say, so our friend, who's been on the show before, Jackie, and he made a really good point. Basically, the whole entirety of the 360, now I'm reworking it a little, the 360 PlayStation gen of horror, were all Resident Evil 4, Shadows of the Damned, the whole entire Dead Space trilogy, Resident Evil 5 and 6. We're all trying to be like it, all right? Evil Within also as well.
Yep.
Right? So why would you be like, all right, guys, saddle up. We're going back on the pony again. Like, it's been done. What can you do? And then you remade 2 games to play like Resident Evil 4. So why are we saddling up for the pony that you did 3 weeks ago on a game that's perfect?
Yeah, the thing is, like, even the ports, it still plays like a goddamn dream.
Yes.
You want a Resident Evil game that needs a bit of an update? Code Veronica.
Code Veronica.
For God's sake! I downloaded Code Veronica after I finished the 3 remake. I got maybe an hour into it before I decided, wow, these controls suck. I'm not playing this ever again.
Wow, considering that game's 4 hours, you were almost done.
Oh.
But like seriously, like there's so many games in the Resident Evil franchise alone that you could just make better. And they just look at it and went, nah, we're just gonna do 4 again. We're gonna do 4 again. Why? I don't know. Like we know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But the issue is, it's like, it would be like this, okay? It'd be like this. Let's take Silent Hill 2, okay? What if, like, they just decided, okay, we're gonna remake Silent Hill 2, all right? We're gonna remake Silent Hill 2. But we're gonna build it from the ground up, make it better, change the control, change everything. It's like, okay, this would have been a lot better for Silent Hill 1, and along with that, 2 is perfect. I don't care if you're gonna make an 8 or a 9 out of 10 game, when it's the remake of an objectively perfect and one of like the greatest games of all time.
Correct.
Like if it was just a graphics update, fine, cool, whatever. But this is like changing the story, the tone, and as Dave pointed out, what are they doing with the midget Napoleon? What are they doing with the midget Napoleon?
You can't really do a whole lot to make that dark and.
What about the rascally suave Spanish guy that just shows up?
Now, when this trailer first dropped, I messaged Howard. We chatted about this a little bit, and I had the idea that's probably not going to come to fruition that maybe they're just pulling a con, and they're just making the game seem like they're going for this darker tone. And when the game actually comes out, it's like even campier than the original.
Oh, and they're going to have to rework Krauser, because Krauser was so goofy. And the fact that you can beat his final boss fight by knifing him. But like what do we like? How goofy are we gonna allow it? Because Resident Evil 4 was kind of goofy.
Resident Evil as a franchise is campy.
Yeah, you know, like, so like I just don't. I can't.
Like I guess so far, the 2 and 3 remakes have kind of they still have a level of camp, mostly with the dialogue. You know, it's very campy dialogue.
Yes.
Mostly with Leon.
But there's no midget zombie Napoleon.
We haven't gotten that far.
There's no
yet, and
sexy suave Spaniard.
Yes.
There's no daughter's president with the giant badongadongs. Like that
daughter's president.
It's a ramble. You're not supposed to pay attention to it, okay?
It took me a second.
So, like that's just my concern. How goofy are we gonna allow it, right? Because Resident Evil 4 is really fucking stupid, okay? And I'm keeping that in because it's an emphasis. It's stupid, but I love it because it's goofy. It's like Resident Evil Village, right? Like, imagine getting rid of the giant 9-foot-tall Dami Mommy vampire lady and the guy called Heisenberg who calls you a boulder puncher.
Yeah.
Imagine if we tried to make that dark, okay? It
strikes a really good balance.
Yeah.
It strikes a very, very good balance.
You know, I'm cautiously optimistic about this remake. That's all I'm
We'll play it. Heck, we'll probably end up reviewing it.
Yep. Because I did skip Resident Evil 3. So I'll have to also play that to catch up to 4.
Fine.
That's what I've heard from everyone, is that it was rushed and it was fine.
Yeah.
So
I know people who just absolutely hated it. I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
Could've been better.
Well, they need to play Resident Evil 6 then. That's all I can say. They need to play Resident Evil 6. Or 5. 5 was also bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it for the Capcom Showcase. I'm going to give all the Capcom announcements. I'm feeling a B.
B? Okay.
I'm feeling a B.
All right.
I'm feeling a B. They didn't give me anything I was absolutely importantly bored at looking at.
So because we kind of included some Sony stuff with this, I'm going to put one more thing on here.
Okay.
The Callisto Protocol, the one from the OG Dead Space developers.
That's in the Summer Game Fest section.
Never mind.
All right.
Cut that out.
No, I'm not. We're not. Because that's our transition to the Summer Games Fest.
Hey!
Kickoff.
So Callisto Protocol.
Well, first of all, yeah, it's the third thing. All right, Callisto Protocol.
Oh, looks so good.
Looks good. I'm not pre-ordering it day one because it's $70, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
But it is from the guys who originally made Dead Space.
And it looks so
really good.
It looks so good.
Now, were you aware that originally the game was going to be taking place in the universe of PUBG? Apparently that's not the case anymore, but when it was first being developed, apparently it was going to be in the PUBG universe. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Man, you know what that's like? That's like E3 coming out on stage like, yes, the new Dead Space remake will be in the same universe as Among Us. And we're like, wait,
that
what?
wouldn't be too far off, though, I feel.
Hold on, imagine if the imposters from Among Us were just the
just necromorphs. Oh my god.
necromorphs.
Wow. Okay.
All right, next game.
Yeah, Callisto Protocol looks good.
Looks good.
I'm pumped for it.
Really pumped. Hope it's really good. It looks like Dead Space 2 too, so
yeah.
I'm pretty hyped for that. As Dave just recently played a couple months ago, more like half a year ago, I think. I don't remember. But you like Dead Space 2.
I do.
Because you
like
played
Dead
it for the
Space
first
2.
time. So Dead Space 2 too.
Yeah.
Sounds phenomenal. There's also a new game called Alien Dark Descent.
Which I don't think they actually gave any details about. It was a fully cinematic trailer.
It was a cinematic trailer, so we know nothing. So we'll just keep that on thing. World's most confusing title, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, showed off gameplay. I don't know if it's a remake of Modern Warfare 2, a sequel to the remake of Modern Warfare. I don't know.
It's not even a remake, it's a reboot.
I don't know if it's a reboot. I don't know.
So your joke about Dead Space 2, this is actually Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
I'm so confused. It's also $70.
I know.
And no one cares. Call of Duty sucks.
Yeah.
Flashback 2 was announced. That's an old game. That's a really old game. But that's getting a sequel for the first time in like 30, 40 years. So be on the lookout for that. Oh my god, I don't remember any of these games. Cyberpunk FPS Routine with music by Mick Gordon. We have to show that off.
Yeah.
Because
we love Mick Gordon in this house.
We love us some Mick Gordon
We love and
soundtracks.
respect him.
Doom and Killer Instinct Season 2 are some of the best game soundtracks you could get. We also have, for some reason, the video game. I'm sorry, it's not a video game. The movie Black Adam got a trailer at the.
That was at the Summer Games Fest?
Hold on. Yes, Black Adam was at the Summer Games Fest! What does that have to do with anything?
All right, well, here's my comment on Black Adam. Looks okay. Where the fuck are his pointy ears?
They got Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Oh my god.
Listen, I get it. It's Dwayne Johnson. You don't want to screw with his physique at all, but it's Black Adam. Get those pointy ears. It's like an integral part of his character design.
They're like, all right, we're putting in Hawkman. Where's his Hawk helmet? Oh.
Literally.
Sorry.
Literally.
Well, but yeah, Black Adam was here for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean, the movie looks cool, I guess.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I was like,
fine.
Eh.
I mean, Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is like, ooh.
Oh no, that's a really good choice.
That's incredible.
That's really good.
It looks good.
That was really good. I forgot all these. Oh, Goat Simulator 3. This is happening in the fall.
I mean, we got to talk about what the trailer was, though.
I didn't even look at the trailer.
Oh yeah, did you not even know what it is?
Nope.
So they pulled a sick prank on everyone, and the trailer started out as a shot-for-shot remake of the Dead Island 2 trailer. Sorry, all you Dead Island 2 fans.
But it's okay, they can play it. Someone leaked the whole original build.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Before they fired the people who made Spec Ops, someone found a build of it. But yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Also, I like the people that's like, wait, where's Goat Simulator 2? That was also a good bit. I like that. That was good. We got another trailer for Marvel Midnight Suns, and there's like Venom in it.
Yeah, and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, which it's wonderful. Spider-Man's not on a Sony console.
But hey, I mean, come on. Where's Morbius?
Yeah, where's Morbius?
Where's Morbius?
Where's Morbius? Where's Morbius?
First movie to sell 1 more billion tickets. I mean, come on.
And you don't got him in your game?
Really?
Well, maybe he'll be DLC.
Man.
I heard he's going to be in the new Marvel vs. Capcom game, so you know. We also have Cuphead, the delicious last course, coming out in a couple weeks for $8.
Oh, that's a steal.
That is a steal. And of course, I guess that's also leaving the ranks of Silksong of things I didn't know were ever going to exist,
right.
But now they do. We also have, here we go, some good news. The TMNT Shredder's Revenge, they had a few announcements with a release date coming out, well, as of recording, this Friday. It's going to have 6-player online co-op with a new character announced being Casey Jones.
Everyone was asking, where the heck is Casey? You got everyone else except Casey, and now you can all shut up about that, because he's in the game.
So now you can play as all 4 turtles, Splinter, April, and Casey Jones. And the game is going to be only $25.
So why wouldn't you buy it?
It's also day 1 on Game Pass.
It's a new Ninja Turtles beat 'em up. Why wouldn't you buy that? Like, come on.
I know, it's going to be so good. We also have, this one's just for me, One Piece Odyssey. At first, I didn't care because they said new One Piece game, but now I do because it's a fully fledged RPG where you can pick from 9 members of the crew, you can pick 3 of them or something like that, to be in your party, and you you get crash landed on an island, and you explore the island like pirates.
Oh, fun.
So that one, I'm like, you know what? It's not another garbage 3D arena brawler. I'm in. I'm okay with that. It's really hard for anime games to have creative ideas. They always
Really hard for anime games to be good.
Yeah. They just kind of be like, third-person brawler, and then. Do you remember the Kill la Kill one?
I didn't know that existed.
It came out like 2 years after the show ended. They got Arc System Works to make it.
Okay.
And it only had like 8 characters in it. And I was like, why did you make this? Why did you make it?
How well did that sell?
It was on sale like 1 month after it came out.
So very well, apparently.
Apparently, and a bunch of people say that's probably one of the better 3D arena brawlers too. Because Arc System Works made it.
Oh, okay.
So that we also have of course I don't know if we mentioned it, but we do not care about the Saints Row reboot at all.
Oh, did they show stuff off for that? I missed
Yeah,
that.
but however,
I
they released a demo for the character customization that's out now, and I tried it. It is phenomenal.
Really?
It is really good. It is like one of the best. It's like, okay, so Saints Row 3 and 4, they had way more wacky combinations, but it was a little like regressive. It got rid of a lot of options. Saints Row Reboot looked at this and said, looked at Saints Row 2 and the level of obnoxious detail you could do, and they went, what if we could do more with that? Like so you know how like when you like lose your clothes, you get like a weird sensor bar. You can edit the sensor bar now.
Okay.
Like the amount of weird things you can just add. You can have like different like weird demon eyes. You can change like the irises in your pupils. You can like there's like a million preset shapes that you can do. There's like the amount of customization is unreal.
Okay.
Like I was genuinely surprised at how well of a character customizer it was. Like once I finished one tab, I just looked and I'm like, oh god, there's 5 others. Oh my gosh, there's so much. You could spend an hour alone creating your character. That's how well it is. So that's really cool. Layers of 3, aka Layers of Fears, is coming out early 2023.
Yeah.
They're going back to the house from the first game, which burnt down like twice.
Yeah. So who knows?
Who knows?
I guess that means you and I gotta play Layers of Fear too.
I already played it.
But I didn't.
Oh, that's true. We do have to play it.
Yeah.
Well, party at my house. You're all invited. Just kidding. You're not.
Yeah, we don't want these.
You're just gonna hear us whine for like
we don't
3-4 hours.
I don't want these people knowing where we live.
That's also true.
Ooh.
All right, I'll just send you to like a local Pizza Hut or something.
Yeah.
Go away. All right. Blooper team sucks. More footage of Gotham Knights.
Oh boy.
Next game. And then at the end they brought out whatever his face is, the guy that makes The Last of Us. The guy and he announced he sold 10 more billion copies of Last of Us 2. And he's, doing a flex after being accused of sexual assault or whatever. And we're gonna get multiplayer. The Last of Us is getting remade again, and it looks worse.
Yeah.
For $70.
I assume they put a trailer out. Did they put a trailer out, or is this?
No.
Okay, so this is a screenshot. Somehow it looks worse than Last of Us Part 2, but this was in development afterwards, so I don't understand that.
Along with that, it does look like a lot of the art style from the original Last of Us is gone for making people look hyper realistic, which they don't look good at all. Because I was looking at the screen and I go, oh, that's Ellie, and I can tell. But then I look and it looks like they just splattered a new face on her, and I'm like, oh, that just looks like a real human face that you just lobbed on top of a video game character. That isn't Uncanny Valley at all.
But again, it looks fine in Part 2. Like, it looks very, very good. Like for the problems about behind the scenes and like the game itself that Part 2 has, visually it's gorgeous.
Yeah, and isn't it a PS4? It's a PS4 game, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, wait a second.
I didn't even consider that!
Wait, Last of Us...
Okay.
Wait. Last of Us Remade, Part 1 Remade.
Here, just insert that clip from Punisher.
Wait, so you mean to tell me...
Last of Us Part 2, a PS4 game, looks somehow better than the Last of Us Part 1 Remake, which is a PS5 exclusive. How does that track?
Also, this game ain't even 10 years old. You remade it a second time and it somehow looks worse?
I legitimately don't know what to say. I totally forgot that Part 2 was on PS4.
Because I forgot that too. I was like, yeah, Last of Us Part 2, PS5. Wait a second. It's not. It's a PS4 game. Why does Last of Us 2, a PS4 game, look better? Also, it was $60 on launch, by the way. Looks better than a 10-year-old game remade for PlayStation 5 for $70. That doesn't make any sense at all.
That is insane.
What? Also, you can play The Last of Us Remastered for like $10 on your PS5. And it has HDR. All they needed to do was just add a frame rate update or something. And it'd be fine. No one needed this. And of course, there's also a $100 version, which is sold out. What is wrong with you people? I understand, right? Even if you like this game, you can play it right now. It's not like Resident Evil 2, where you need to buy a PlayStation 1 to play it. No, you can, if you own a PS5, you can play Last of Us. If you own a PS3, you can play Last of Us. If you own a PS4, you can play Last of Us. Why do you need to get Last of Us again? Why? Do you know how much money could have been spent on making, I don't know, another game? Or even DLC to Last of Us 2? Who knows? Literally, you could have made a whole spin-off game with the amount of money used. A Last of Us spin-off game for this remake. You could have made it. And they didn't. They chose to remake the same game again that was already fine to begin with. It looked good on the PS4. Yes. It looked good on the PlayStation 3. Now it looks worse. I mean, it's not as bad as the GTA Definitive Edition.
Oh, nothing will ever compare.
But this is still ugly.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Along with that, they're cutting the multiplayer off the remaster version
and making it its own separate thing, which we don't know if they're going to charge for that.
If they charge for it, that is going to be also BS, because if I'm spending $70 on your remade game, that does not need to be priced at $70 unless one of you people can give me proof that the game needed to be charged at $70. They not only cut out a part of the game that they were remaking for $70, they're now going to charge me again.
Don't do it.
Don't you do it.
Listen, Neil Druckmann.
What
or as the internet likes to call you, Neil Cuckman.
I didn't even know. I thought you were gonna say like duck, like I don't know, something goofy. I didn't know you were just gonna go straight to Cuckman.
Yeah, that's good. Don't, man. Like, people love The Last of Us multiplayer. I'm not even big on multiplayer, and I like it. Don't charge for it separately from the main game. That's terrible.
Especially when your game is $70
and it's almost 10 years old,
and which I could get for $10 right now. This is mind-boggling to me.
It really is.
This is absolute. Why? I'd get it if they made like a 60 FPS HDR 4K port of Last of Us 1 remastered and Last of Us 2 for the PS5. I get that. I get it absolutely 100%. I get it. I'm cool with it, actually. This isn't it, though.
Yeah.
And there are going to be people saying, oh, it doesn't look so bad. I'm sorry. You know nothing. You know absolutely nothing. You think, oh, if I can see the follicles on Aloy's hair, then it's a good game. No. You need an art style. Last of Us was at a time period when video games had art styles to make up for the fact that people couldn't be hyper-realistic. Yes. Now that we can make them hyper-realistic, there is no art, okay? All right? That's just me being honest. So all because you put a weird baby face on Ellie, you make Joel somehow uglier, You make it so you can see 3 or 4 more beard hairs on his face. That does not equate to a $70 purchase of a game that was remastered less than 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't abide by this. That is absolutely ludicrous. You're all like consuming product instead of enjoying video games. Y'all need to y'all need media literacy, okay? Y'all need to understand basic things. Please. Just buy Last of Us Remastered for your PS5 and play it. End of discussion.
Yeah.
Case closed. Oh, also, I guess to wrap it up, they showed off scenes from the HBO show. For Last of Us.
That's sure.
Cool.
Is it the last thing you have?
Yeah, that's the last
Okay,
thing
well,
we
I got
had.
one more thing.
Oh, one more thing, because I think I might have forgotten some stuff. There's a lot of Genshin Impact
I don't
games.
care about Genshin Impact. Tell me, Sony, why are you making Spider-Man available on PC? Spider-Man Remastered available on PC, when people who own a PS5 still can't buy it by itself unless they get the deluxe edition of Spider-Man Miles Morales? That just seems really terrible to me.
Wait, how much is the deluxe version of Miles?
I think it's just $60.
Okay.
Which is, it's not terrible for 2 games, but like,
But it's not worth it.
it's not worth it.
Well, okay. It's like, okay, that's goofy. That's very
But no,
goofy.
but the point is, like, you still can't buy it separately.
No,
That's the thing.
I get it. You have to pay for the overpriced expansion to get the original game it's based off of. Otherwise, you have to play the inferior version because, of course, they probably put the 4K 60 frames per second on the remastered version and not the original.
And they adjusted the controls a little bit to be more like Miles Morales, which has a better control scheme.
Oh, does it? I didn't
It
even know
does,
that.
yeah. The swing's a lot smoother in Miles Morales.
Oh, okay. That's goofy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely goofy. Well, at least they didn't charge $70 for that bundle. They could have. They would have. They would have. But yeah, that was Summer Games kicked off. I'm thinking I'm bordering on a B or a C.
I'm thinking B. I think the
Think B?
good outweighed the bad.
Okay. There was also a lot of forgettable games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I already forgot what Stormgate and High Water was. I forget. But there was some good stuff.
Yeah.
There was some good stuff. Highlights for me, of course, the Callisto Protocol. What else?
Oh, you know what? This wasn't present at any game conference, but they revealed it at Star Wars Celebration. Star Wars Jedi Survivor coming next year. Gonna be good.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's also true. I forgot about that. TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Cuphead the Delicious Last Course. I think that's what it's called. One Piece Odyssey. The Boss Factory demo was cool. And then it was all just the downhill spiral after that, I guess. But yeah, no, there was some good stuff on there. Good stuff on there.
B seems good.
Yeah, B seems good. B seems good. Yeah. All right, so that is, I guess, all of our coverage.
I think so.
That is all of our coverage. We're working really hard. We got this as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna be totally real. Overall thoughts. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine. It was fine. I'm not going to say it would have been better if E3 was put together, but I can now kind of see why E3 would be canceled, because if they looked at that lineup and said, that's what we're working with, how about we take a break?
Yeah.
How about we take a break? Which leads to in our video of E3 canceled, I've touched this, maybe these video game conferences should be a little more sporadic of when they actually have stuff, instead of saving it for the same week, same month, because apparently there's rumors that Nintendo's Direct is going to be at the end of the month.
I heard of that.
From a leaked by a Sony executive, if you can believe it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so maybe we should have waited a little bit longer for some fresh things to, especially for Microsoft. I think Microsoft should be like Nintendo, where Nintendo has their Nintendo Direct, which has their big games. Then they have the Indie Showcase. I feel like, because Xbox used to have that, they used to have the Independent at Xbox program in their E3, where they quickly went over like 30 to 50 games in one sitting. This seems like they had the 30 to 50 game segment, but they kind of took them all out and padded them in the actual games.
Very
Which,
much so.
Nice that they showed the indie games. Nice that they showed original IPs. But I think there needs to be like an indie showcase, and then you sprinkle some of the good-looking ones into the main one. Because sitting through an hour and a half of that, it was getting to be a slog where I go, what's that? Oh, it's an indie game. Oh, it looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll play it. So, yeah, that's it for us. Let us know if there's anything that interests you, excites you, gets you hyped. Let us know why we're absolutely right on Resident Evil 4 and The Last of Us, because we are right on that.
Better lose subscribers.
No, we ain't. No, we ain't. So with that out of the way, I'm Howard.
I'm David.
You have a good night. Bye-bye, everyone.
See ya.